Your mind is not your enemy, but it can easily become one when you don't know how to handle it. Every day, thousands of thoughts run through your head, some helpful, some neutral, and many completely destructive. And yet, we often make the mistake of believing that our thoughts are who we are, that every thought must be true, that every voice in our head deserves our attention. But the Stoics taught the exact opposite. They said, "You are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes them. You are the watcher, the witness, the stillness beneath the storm." And once you truly understand this, you are no longer a prisoner to your inner chaos. You become free. You wake up in the morning and the thoughts begin. I'm tired. I'm behind. I'm not good enough. Today's going to be a mess. Before your feet even hit the ground, your mind has created a version of reality you haven't even lived yet. And if you're not careful, you'll live your day according to those thoughts without ever questioning them. You'll act out the fear, the worry, the doubt, as if it was already true. That's how most people live. That's how most people suffer. But you're not most people. You're here to become more than your mind. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome and one of the greatest Stoics, wrote in his private journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That line alone can change your life, because it shifts your focus from the noise of the world to the calm you can create within. And that calm begins when you stop identifying with every thought that appears. Not every thought that shows up in your mind deserves your belief. Some of your thoughts are just echoes of old pain. Some are just fears passed down to you by others. Some are not even yours at all. They were planted by culture, media, trauma, or habit. And yet, we let them define us. I'm lazy. I'll never succeed. I can't handle this. These are not facts. They're thoughts. And thoughts are not permanent. They're not absolute. They're just suggestions from the mind, not commands. Epictetus said it clearly. It's not things that disturb us, but our opinions about them. This is one of the core principles of Stoicism. Your suffering doesn't come from the world. It comes from how you think about the world. And if that's true, then your freedom doesn't lie in controlling what happens. It lies in controlling what you believe about what happens. Imagine you're sitting at a river, and that river is your mind. Thoughts flow like water, rushing, chaotic, constant. Most people jump in. They try to control the current, fight the stream, drown in the turbulence. But the Stoic stands on the riverbank. He watches. He notices each thought float by, without grabbing it, without judging it. That's what it means to be mindful, to be aware without being controlled. This doesn't mean you suppress your thoughts or fight them. That's not strength. That's resistance. And resistance creates more suffering. The Stoic approach is different. You allow the thought to appear. You observe it. You say, "Interesting. My mind just said I'm not good enough. Where did that come from? Is it true?" You investigate, not react. You respond, not panic. And this space, the space between thought and action, is where your power lives. Let's be real. The mind can be brutal. It will judge you, criticize you, remind you of every failure. It will invent worst-case scenarios. It will whisper things that make you doubt your worth. But none of that is the truth. It's just the storm. And you are not the storm. You are the sky it passes through. You don't control the thoughts that appear, but you control what you do next. That's what the Stoics practiced every day. A kind of mental discipline that begins with awareness. When a disturbing thought arrives, you pause. You take a breath. You ask, is this useful? Is this under my control? Does this thought help me live with courage, justice, wisdom, and self-control? If the answer is no, you let it go. Just like that. The goal isn't to eliminate all negative thoughts. That's impossible. The goal is to stop being owned by them. When you become an observer of your mind, you become the master of your reactions. And that's when life starts to change. How often do you argue with reality? How often do you wish things were different, just because your mind says they should be? You think the weather should be better, people should be kinder, traffic should be faster, you should feel more motivated. All of these are expectations created by thought. And when reality doesn't match them, you suffer. But it's not life that's causing your pain. It's the thought that says life must fit your picture. This is what Marcus Aurelius meant when he wrote, "Today I escaped from anxiety." Or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. It's a powerful reminder. The enemy is not out there. It's in here, in the way we think about what's out there. So how do you train this skill? How do you become an observer of thought instead of a slave to it? Start simple. Sit in silence for 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Let the thoughts come. Don't chase them. Don't fight them. Just notice. See how your mind jumps from one worry to the next. See how it pulls up random memories, insecurities, desires. Don't judge any of it. Just watch. And then remind yourself, gently, I am not this thought. I am the awareness of it. Do this daily. Just a few minutes. And what you'll notice is incredible. A gap will appear. A space between stimulus and response. A calm center in the chaos. That's your power growing. That's the Stoic fire being lit. Remember, the goal isn't to become emotionless. The Stoics were never robots. They felt, they hurt, they cried, but they refused to be ruled by emotion. They refused to let fear or anger or desire lead their life. And that strength begins with mastering the mind. You don't have to believe every thought. You don't have to follow every feeling. You can choose. You can stand still in the middle of the storm. You can remain calm while your mind spins. That's the Stoic way. When the thought comes that says you're not good enough, you don't fight it. You don't agree with it either. You just say, that's a thought, not the truth. And then you move on. When your mind screams that something bad will happen, you pause. You breathe. You remind yourself, that hasn't happened. I don't have to live it until it does. You regain control. This practice is daily. It's not a switch. It's a muscle. And like any muscle, it grows through repetition. Every time you catch yourself identifying with a thought and instead choose to observe it, you get stronger. Every time you pause instead of react, you get freer. Every time you let go of an unhelpful story, you reclaim your life. The truth is, your mind is a tool. It's meant to serve you, not rule you. It's your servant, not your master. But you have to train it. You have to teach it that silence is stronger than panic. That stillness is more powerful than noise. That clarity beats confusion every time. You are not your thoughts. You never were. You are the one who sees them come and go. And the more you practice, the more you realize you don't have to believe everything you think. You don't have to be at war with your mind. You just have to watch, breathe, let go, and return to yourself. Calm, present, unshaken. That's real stoicism. That's real strength.